Hello everybody! I'm going to be giving you my presentation on the heroes and villains of history. Now you all must be wondering, who might that be? Well, I'm talking about Nelson Mandela and Mao Zedong. The majority of people probably don't know who these two are, so I'll give you the rundown. Nelson Mandela was born July 18th, 1918. And was an advocate for freedom and fought for peace. He led the transition from apartheid to a multiracial democracy and was the first Black president of South Africa. And Mao Zedong was born December 26, 1893. Ruled China from 1949 to 1976.
And was the main contributor to not only the Great Leap Forward, but the Cultural Revolution, the Red Army, and ended up showing up Hitler, Stalin, and Genghis Khan.
I'll explain in a moment.
Both were born late early 1900s, and both brought radical change to their societies.
Therefore, both should be studied. It's not all about the light and the dark. Both are important and integral for humans to function. Now, I'm not saying don't pick a side. I'm saying that nothing is as black and white as it may seem. And as a society, we need to acknowledge both, regardless of our own opinions on the matter. That being said, piece of work. Mao Zedong. Nope, not that one either, buddy. Nope. Yes, that one. This guy has killed more people than any of them. Mao killed a lot of people. Because records are spotty. There are only reports of 30 million. During this abysmal time, he did try to bring reform, sought to bring China up to par with the Western world, hence the Great Leap Forward. It was only due to poor management that everything unraveled. Due to Mao's ideas, the steel industry exploded, leading to 80% of China's population quit their food-giving, resource-maintaining, healthcare, and community jobs to make steel, with nobody doing the work that is needed to keep a functioning society afloat. Yeah, 30 million plus deaths, give or take. Imperialistic and rude, with a little bit of classist sprinkled in, he's still regarded by China as a good and even great leader, despite people acknowledging his wrongdoings. To some Chinese people, the Mao era was a spiritually rich time in their lives. Nelson Mandela was by far one of the best modern world leaders that I've had to research. He peacefully protested the South African government's racist policies, fought for HIV and AIDS, was imprisoned for his work, led protests for equal voting and pay, gave one of the greatest speeches in the 20th century. Though not everything was completely peaceful, he did not outright kill a man with his own hands. He was involved with a terrorist group that targeted the government. Otherwise, he didn't kill over 1 million people, nor did he rule his nation with an iron fist. Okay, let's be honest here. No one will ever be a true hero, and everyone has reasons for being a villain. I just based the two people off of my own morals, which I know not everyone will share. At one point or another, it is that choice to be empathetic that made me choose who I chose. It is my personal belief to learn both sides of the story. There is no right or wrong answer. This includes both sides of history, the good and the bad, not to teach biasly, but to learn all angles, but to acknowledge humanity. Only knowing one side of the story is just propaganda and won't help in furthering society. That was my presentation. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.